Coming your way this morning on Denver 7, a story of resilience while breaking down barriers. How one man living with a disability is making the most of it and inspiring others. Plus, a mysterious fire grabbing attention in the metro, what we know so far.
Making myself available digitally has made me connect with so many other women going down in breast cancer.
And a little later, it's Mental Health Awareness Month, and one Colorado woman is providing emotional support online as she navigates her own cancer diagnosis.
Good Sunday morning. Welcome to Denver 7 News. I'm Jessica Crawford.
And I'm Katie LaSalle. Thank you so much for joining us. And we'll start with a look at some of what's happening across the metro today.
A Denver nonprofit's launching their Sober Music program. The Phoenix hopes to make a difference in the music community with this special initiative. It supports artists, industry professionals, and fans in living a sober lifestyle. This evening, there will be live music and a network of sober friends to provide support to touring musicians, along with some other resources. It all starts at 6 o'clock at the Soiled Dove.
Well, this year's Honor Flight is taking off and heading to our nation's capital today. Honor Flight takes a special group of veterans to Washington, D.C. for recognition of their service each year. And in northern Colorado, the festivities, they kick off with a caravan at 8 a.m. The organization is asking for folks to gather along I-25 from Loveland to the E-470 turnoff to show this year's veterans your support.
Well, our warm temps and melting snow have Breckenridge Ski Resort cutting its season short. Today is going to be its final day of the season. Of course, there's always next year, with the season hopefully starting up in November.
And let's take a live look outside. It's been so warm across the state over the past several days. A lot more melting into Colorado's high country over that higher terrain as temperatures soar to the 70s, even some low 80s out west later on. I'll show you that coming up. But right now, it's mostly clear skies. Temperatures starting off in the low 50s here in Denver. Sunshine statewide, and we've seen a lot of that melting into the mountains because of the strong winds, the warmer than average temperatures, and all that sunshine. And once again, we're expecting that for today. Outside right now, we're in the 50s over Centennial, up through Thornton and Broomfield. Boulder right now at 55 degrees with upper 40s currently in Evergreen and Conifer. So a mild start to the morning. Our fresh air forecast, you can see, will quickly climb to the low 70s by 11 o'clock, mid 70s right around 2 p.m. And for this evening, maybe throwing something on the grill. It's going to be a pretty pleasant one. Upper 70s by 7 p.m. under a mostly clear sky. Now we'll start off partly cloudy for tomorrow, and it is going to warm up even more this week. I'll take you through the extended forecast still to come.
Every marathon runner has their own reason behind taking on that challenge. And one runner making his way through the metro this morning is running to break barriers for those living with disabilities. Denver 7's Christian Lopez is live at the Colfax Marathon now. And Christian, Major Sergeant Cedric King is already running his race.
Good morning, guys. Yeah, he is running in the marathon right now. King is a double amputee. He's also a retired military veteran.
4, 3, 2, 1, go!
King lost both of his legs when he stepped on an explosive device in Afghanistan, but despite what he has gone through, he has become a motivational speaker as well as an endurance athlete. He says his faith, friends, and family are what keeps him going. He's completed 13 full marathons and 6 half marathons, and right now there are thousands of people out here at the event, and we will be talking to King a little bit later on in our newscast, and we'll bring that to you a little bit later on. Live in Denver this morning, I'm Christian Lopez, Denver 7.
True inspiration. Thank you, Christian. Well, crews are still working to put out a couple of other fires across the state this morning. The High Park fire continues to burn more than 1,100 acres just west of Cripple Creek and only at 10% containment right now. This fire, it started on Thursday. More than 100 people have been evacuated. Then the Ute Pass fire in Durango is now sitting at 50% containment. That fire burned about 30 acres and the cause is still under investigation.
Here's video of a fire grabbing some attention in Aurora overnight. This is near Havana and Smith Road. Denver Fire says a large pile of Christmas trees being recycled caught fire there. No homes have been affected at this point. We'll continue to monitor the situation and provide updates as we learn more.
Parents, students, and teachers held a rally in Aurora this weekend. They are urging the district to keep 2 elementary schools open. Aurora Public Schools is considering closing Sable and Paris elementary schools due to low enrollment there. Well, those who organized the rally say they feel the district isn't considering what's best for the community.
We need to actually understand the reasoning behind why we're doing what we're doing. and figure out, if that's really the best course of action.
Well, in a statement, the APS board said in part, quote, "We recognize that this continued uncertainty is both difficult and upsetting. Please know that we take our responsibilities as board directors very seriously and consider every aspect of these critically important decisions, including the impact on the community." They will discuss the schools further in a meeting on Tuesday.
My body, my choice! My body, my choice!
Hundreds of Coloradans spent Saturday afternoon marching and chanting at the Capitol in support of abortion rights. It's part of the Bans Off Our Bodies movement that had rallies all across the country. Counter-protesters were at Colorado's Capitol as well. We received a statement on these protests from Respect Life Denver. It says in part, "We acknowledge the deep pain and woundedness that women feel and want them to know that we have answers of hope, healing, and empowerment regarding their fertility, as well as their inherent value and dignity."
The national formula shortage is putting countless families in a bind this weekend. This is video of a formula giveaway in Houston. Well, the formula was originally designated to be handed out during a national disaster, but they handed it out to desperate families this weekend instead. And as the shortage continues, pediatricians are warning families not to stretch their formula with extra water or cow's milk. It is also not a good idea to make your own. It can potentially be very dangerous and impact your baby's ability to grow or stay hydrated.
When parents think that, well, I'll just make it myself, they can do their baby a lot of harm. It can be very dangerous.
So if possible, switch formula brands or look into smaller stores. The White House says that it is working to increase supply by enacting several new measures, and those include giving families on government assistance the ability to buy other brands of formula, cracking down on price gouging, as well as importing more supply. A House Oversight Committee has also requested records from 4 of the largest manufacturers of baby formula.
The FBI is now investigating a shooting at a supermarket in Buffalo, New York as a hate crime after 10 people were killed and 3 were hurt. The Bureau says the incident was racially motivated with violent extremism. The 18-year-old shooter was arraigned last night. Authorities say the shooter allegedly shot several people in the parking lot before entering Tops Friendly Market.
He exited his vehicle. He was very heavily armed. He had tactical gear. He had a tactical helmet on. He had a camera that he was live streaming what he was doing.
11 of the 13 victims were black. Authorities say the suspect live streamed the attack as it unfolded. The suspect also threatened a shooting at a local high school graduation last June. State police investigated and no charges were filed. He did receive a mental health evaluation and counseling.
We are just getting your Sunday morning started right here on Denver 7.
And coming up, the Denver Dumb Friends League needs your help. How you can call in and make a difference.